You've saved for decades. You did the right things, contributed to your RRSP, maybe paid down the mortgage, even built up a tax-free savings account, TFSA. But now that retirement is here, there's a new challenge no one really warned you about. How do you actually start spending your money without running out of it? Because if you're like many Canadians I've worked with, you've probably had this thought. What if I take too much too soon? What if the market drops right when I need to withdraw? What if I become a burden to my family down the road? These aren't just questions. They're what keep people up at night. And the irony, you could be one of those few who has more than enough to retire well, but still feel anxious every time you move money out of your account. And if money could talk, I shared that one of the most common emotional blocks retirees face isn't fear of poor performance, it's fear of poor planning. And that's why I use a system that removes the guesswork and replaces it with clarity. It's called the bucket system. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works. Because retirement isn't just about how much money you have, it's about how confidently you can use it. And that's where structure comes in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is George McConaughey, and I'm a portfolio manager of Novus Pro at Raymond James. I help families and individuals navigate an increasingly complex and volatile investment environment by developing customized financial plans that turn technical knowledge into practical, actionable strategies. And one of the most effective tools I use, especially for retirees who want predictable income without unnecessary stress, is the bucket system. It's a simple but powerful way to structure your spending so you know exactly where your income is coming from and why it's safe to enjoy the retirement you've worked so hard for. So let's walk through how it works and why so many of my clients say it's the strategy that finally gave them peace of mind. Part 1. Why traditional spending strategies fall short. You've probably heard this advice before. Just withdraw 4% a year and you'll be fine. It's simple, it's easy to remember, and it's completely disconnected from real life. Most Canadians approaching retirement have a mix of accounts, RSPs, RIFs, TFSAs, maybe a corporate investment account if they're business owners, plus CPP and OAS down the line. But no one tells them how to turn that into a steady paycheck. So what happens? They just wing it. They withdraw from whatever account feels safest, or they wait too long trying to avoid taxes but end up triggering higher OAS clawbacks and higher marginal rates down the road. Even worse, when markets drop, they panic. Because there's no system in place, they feel like they either have to sell investments at a loss to fund their lifestyle or cut back on spending out of fear they're doing it wrong. And if money could talk, I'd tell the story of a client who said, I feel like I've climbed this financial mountain and now I'm standing at the top, afraid to take the next step. That's what it feels like when your only plan is withdraw and hope. The real issue isn't lack of money, it's lack of structure. Traditionally, withdrawal strategies don't account for the emotional weight of spending after a lifetime of saving. They don't adjust for the ups and downs of the market, and they don't make room for life surprises, like a new roof, helping your adult kids, or seizing a travel opportunity while you're healthy enough to go. What you need is a spending framework, one that's responsive, realistic, and built around the rhythm of your actual life. And that's exactly what the bucket system is designed to do. Part 2. What is a bucket system? The bucket system organizes your retirement savings based on when you'll need the money, not just where it's invested. Instead of seeing your portfolio as one big pile, we break it down into 3 buckets, each tied to a time horizon, each with a clear purpose. And the beauty is, it's intuitive. You don't need a background in finance to understand it. Let's walk through it. Bucket 1, safety, 0 to 2 years. This is your retirement paycheck, the money you live off in the near term. It holds high interest savings, short-term GICs, money market funds, possibly cash or near cash equivalents. It's not about growth, it's about stability and liquidity. If you spend $5,000 a month, this bucket might hold $120,000. 2 years of income. It insulates you from market volatility, so you're not forced to sell investments during a downturn. Bucket 2, stability, 3 to 7 years. This is your pantry, the reserve behind the fridge. It holds conservative balance funds, laddered bonds or bond ETFs, dividend-paying, low-volatility stocks. It grows slowly, buffers market corrections, and refills bucket 1 over time. Because you're not drawing from this bucket daily, it buys you time and flexibility. Bucket number 3, growth, 8+ years. Think of this as your greenhouse. It's where your future wealth grows. It holds equities, REITs, ETFs, growth-orientated funds. This money isn't touched for 8 to 10 years. That time horizon allows it to ride out volatility and compound returns, which is critical when you're planning for a 25 plus year retirement. Why the buckets work together? Bucket 1 gives you cash flow. Bucket number 2 provides stability and refills bucket 1. Bucket 3 delivers long-term growth and replenishes bucket number 2. Each year we rebalance strategically. Top up bucket 1 from number 2 when markets are steady. Top up bucket number 2 from 3 during growth periods. And when markets are down, we pause and continue spending from bucket 1 while the others recover. It is a built-in buffer against volatility and a system that helps retirees stay calm, stay invested, even when the headlines aren't. Part 3, why it works. Even in volatile markets, markets don't move in straight lines, and neither does retirement. There will be shocks, surprises, and unexpected expenses. That's why the bucket system isn't just smart, it's resilient. The sequence of return risk, the market drops early in retirement, the damage can be lasting, especially if you're drawing down at the same time. That's called sequence of return risk. It's one of the most dangerous and least understood risks in retirement. But with the bucket system, your near-term income is insulated. You're not selling growth assets during a downturn. You're drawing from stable, protected reserves. Real-world example, COVID-19, March 2020, TSX dropped over 30%. I had clients who were freshly retired and not one of them had to sell stocks at a loss. Why? Because their bucket 1 was already in place. By mid-2021, their growth investments had fully recovered and exceeded pre-pandemic values. No panic, no losses, locked in, just a steady hand backed by a smart system. Behavioral benefits. This system doesn't just protect your portfolio, it protects your mindset. Clients often tell me, used to be afraid to spend. Now I know what's safe to use and what's for later. When you know the income is there, you give yourself permission to enjoy life, not second guess every expense. Part 4, real client example. Sandra and Michael had saved well over $1.4 million across RRSPs, TFSAs, and a corporate account. But they had no idea how to turn that into predictable monthly income. They were asking, should we defer CPP? What account do we draw from first? What if there's a market crash early in retirement? We used a bucket system. Bucket 1, $120K in cash and GICs. Bucket 2, 5 years of income, conservative income fund. Bucket 3, growth investments, equities, ETFs, long-term holdings. We also structured their RIF withdrawals and TFSA contributions to reduce taxes and topped up their buckets quarterly. Now they know exactly where their income is coming from, and they're finally enjoying retirement with confidence. Part 5, tax and withdrawal integration. The bucket system isn't just a smart, it's a tax smart. We use it to align RIF withdrawals with buckets 1, income needs. Use TFSAs to supplement income during high tax years. Manage capital gains in non-registered accounts. Decide whether to defer CPP or OAS based on real needs and tax brackets. It's not just about cash flow, it's about after-tax efficiency. Part 6, how to set up your own bucket plan. Here's how to start. Map your spending needs, core housing, food, healthcare, lifestyle, travel, hobbies and family. Sort by time horizon, 0 to 2 years, bucket 1, 3 to 7 years, bucket 2, 8 plus years, bucket 3. Align the right investments, safety, short-term, stability, mid-term, growth, long-term. Review annually. Refill bucket from bucket 2 and bucket 2 from bucket 3, only when markets are favorable. At the end of the day, retirement isn't just about protecting your savings. It's about protecting your freedom to live life on your terms. The bucket system is one of the most effective ways I've seen to bring structure to your spending, stability to your plan, and peace of mind to your day-to-day life. Because you know where your income is coming from and why it's okay to spend, retirement becomes a season of clarity, not uncertainty. If you want help building your own customized bucket system, I offer a free one-on-one consultation where we'll design your retirement income strategy based on your values and lifestyle. Identify tax-smart ways to draw from your RSPs, TFSAs, or corporate accounts. Make sure your money is working efficiently across every stage of retirement. Click the link below to book your free consultation. Together we'll build a plan that gives you clarity, confidence, and the freedom to enjoy what you've worked so hard for. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more Canadian retirement insights, and let me know in the comments what topic you'd like covered next. Thanks for watching, and remember, the right plan doesn't just protect your money, it protects your peace of mind.